This is everything I care to remember about the hours of my life spent in Cyberpunk 2077. First, I selected the Nomad lifestyle. Though it doesn't impact the game at all, it sucked. Select Corpo when you're entangled in a world of espionage, led astray and betrayed by those who you're meant to trust. If you choose Street Kid, you're a local Night City badass helping a retired family man gangster from a cartel loan shark in his time of need. If you pick Nomad, your whole family is murdered off screen, you're forced to disrespect this generous mechanic, and then you unplug a headlight. Doesn't matter, fixed it. Now I have to kiss this piggy's butt so my only living family friend can tell me to never call him again, which is cool. Second thing I remember, the very instant I meet with the border guard, I toss any deniability out the window by giving a bribe, not under the table, but directly in the open to make sure every camera sees it clearly in 4K. Right before I make sure to tell the border guard that nobody would care enough to look for me if I went missing. Arasaka jumps Jackie and I. We immolate 6 human members of society before parking in a dilapidated shack not even 50 meters away from the crime scene.
If you think this is my fault, at least have the balls to say so.
I don't know yet. Is it?
This is 100% my fault. Since I'm the smartest, greatest, most talented merc in Night City, my first quest was from a choom who planned to murder me the entire time. Tubular. Cue montage, peep my grill, go to a wave. Go to a wave. Wake up 3 months later in the midst of a fatal recovery mission. This is terrible harvesting. They only took the implants and left the organs. You believe that, Jackie? Jack my ox into a dying woman. Hey, you wanna rate my playlist? Get disrespected by someone with a nursing degree in 2077. Finally, I get to admire the environment design of this game. Night City's so beautiful. Shame it's a dystopia filled with drugs, crime, worst of all, violence. Anyways, after this guy said,
I don't know you. Off.
I snuffed out his life right on my front doorstep before getting my beauty sleep. Wake up, drip down, meet the kind homie who's gonna drive me to the doctor cause my head hurts. Instead, he publicly gobbles Dexter Deshawn's wiener before I drive myself to the Ripper Doc. Notices Kitty and the kid with a modded Glock. Meet Vic, who pops my eye out like a light bulb. Now we can see cyberware. Time to meet the fixer my homie's been glazing like a fresh donut. Oh, cool, red jacket. Someone just told me to avoid red. What's up? After Pokemon levels of expository dialogue, I tune out and wake up inside Maelstrom HQ. They've got a new boss and I would have listened the first time if I cared. Making my presence known, the Maelstrom boss turns himself into a bargain bin Metal Gear Centaur. Facing such an overpowered foe this early in the playthrough gives me only one option.
What is this?
Drug abuse. Next time use the pharmaceutical methods of performance enhancement, nerd. Now that I've murdered the gang leader of one of Night City's most intimidating, scummy, and influential mafia, I escort this guy who's got a cyber STD to the local doctor. Finish that and other less important stuff, repay Victor for the work he did earlier, and start getting chromed out. Now that I've got elementary cyberware equipped, it's time to steal directly from Arasaka Tower. Surprising update for everyone, everything went wrong. And T-Bug just had her brain fried like the egg in that drug commercial. Honestly, Jackie, didn't care for her. Can you believe she was just gonna leave Night City and never speak with us again? Not like you and I, brother. We're inseparable. Not even death itself could tear us apart. Ah, shit, I jinxed it, eh? Despite our sorry state of affairs, Jack and I march down multiple floors of Arasaka Tower, guns blazing. Break it to Delamain, our AI taxi driver, who puts the jets on Atom Smasher himself. Guess bro just forgot he could stop time and let us scamper away. After my best friend dies, I take a little nap in the car before meeting with Dex at a rundown motel in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure it'll go swimmingly. We only just damaged the payload beyond repair, accidentally associated ourselves with high treason, and went on a 4K recorded blaze of glory through Arasaka Tower, ending the lives of anyone who stood in our way. What's he got to be mad about? Wake up in a junkyard, just in time to watch Dexter Deshawn get led. Hey, that guy owes me money, don't shit. Skipping the whole, oh my gosh, I've got a brain tumor with extra steps, wow. Get wheeled home by Misty. Try to sleep, but I ended up having a nightmare where Keanu Reeves was cast as a poorly written psychopathic rock star, before getting backlash for not putting his whole revussy into a part where the character openly dialogues about how pussy tastes, yet can't properly explain why he nuked an entire city. Anyways, now that's over, I can admire how mesmeric this dystopian city is during the day. After experiencing a nightmare so lucid yet disturbing, I do the responsible thing and head to Victor so I can get even more chromed out. In order to find the guy who invented the relic that's invading and occupying my brain cells, I have to talk to Night City's actual best fixer, Rogue. Holy shit, you're real. That nightmare was real, huh? Rogue has intel I need. She just requires some euro dollars, also known as eddies, which I know because I did plenty of grinding before this, and I've totally forgotten that I spent it all on cyberware. I'll be back. Alright, that was embarrassing. I'll keep better track of my eddies from now on so we don't waste any more time in stupid ways. Not like I bought every car in this game just for the achievement. Now that's done, I spend nearly 2 actual hours wandering around Night City until I find Rebecca's shotgun guts. This baby takes us to the very end of the game, so get along, kiddos. Unlike Dad, she's not leaving anytime soon. This is the great Johnny Silverhand's moral justification for killing tens of thousands of people, many of which to radiation poisoning.
I saw a corpse strip farmers of water, and eventually of land. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed spirits, broken dreams, and emptied pockets.
That's messed up, man. Just like how I'm in the midst of beating this doctor into a coma so I can figure out where Evelyn, the former informant of my super successful Arasaka Tower burglary, is currently being held. By the way, this cute alt woman is Judy, a talented BD editor. I didn't bring her up earlier because I really want to forget how boring BDs are in this game. Anyways, the BD gave me the location of where Evelyn's being held by a scab faction, known for assaulting and exploiting kidnapping victims for vile brain dances they can sell to sick degenerates. So after slaughtering everyone on location, I leave Evelyn in the competent care of Judy, so nothing bad will happen to her. To celebrate a job well done, I have a hoot with the terrorists living inside my head, then I call Pan Am. On my way to her, I wrangle 6 schizophrenic AI taxis. Before meeting her at 6 AM the following day. Pan Am didn't build full body attributes, so she's actually mortal and feels the need to prepare for a raid against a group of scavs. She wanted to do things quietly, but this roided gorilla eats his enemies piece by piece, and it's not quiet. I enjoy the screaming. After butchering the scavs and cannibalizing the meat, Pan Am declares she still thirsts for blood, so for the sake of not dying a virgin, I massacre all who dared wrong Big Pan. After executing the heretics, Pan Am agrees to help me down an AV that's carrying the man who created the relic that's killing me. Bomb the AV, deactivate the turrets, retrieve our scientist, and make sure to take him back to the exact motel I premeditated this crime at. But before going to bed, I go on my easily tappable phone and tell Takamura to come to my exact location. He's the guy that iced Dexter and picked me up out of the dump. He did not save me though. I owe him nothing. If I didn't have a homicidal tumor in my head that could prove his innocence, he would have left me there to rot. Enough said. Speaking of things said, I'm incurable. So with only days to live, I make the mistake of spending time with River Ward. Then, I was lost, wandering alone, until Pan Am needed a favor. Now I get reason of substance to murder an entire encampment of people. After saving Saul, I make no moves on Pan Am while hiding from the sandstorm.
On behalf of the staff of the Independent California Motel, I wish you all sweet dreams.
The Perales couple, Jeff and Elizabeth, are 2 Night City corpos running for mayoral office, and they've entrusted me with the task of conducting an unlicensed investigation on their living quarters. They're seeking answers to a potential break and enter. Unbeknownst to anyone, behind the Perales' widescreen smart TV is a control center where entire militarized units are undergoing the process of utilizing radio frequencies to remodel the Perales' brains as they desire. I speak with Elizabeth, and we arrange to meet at a pub and talk about the situation thoroughly. At this meeting, the game transmutates into peak as Elizabeth reveals she's been suspicious of a conspiracy like this for a while. However, she asks that despite this, I should look the other way and lie to Jeffrey, potential future mayor of Night City, thus allowing his brain to be remodeled for whomever this mystery militia serves. I consider Elizabeth's concerns while on my way to meet with Jeffrey. So it really just depends on how much I like Jeffy boy. Then I receive an anonymous phone call that I'm obviously thrilled to answer. Tubular. As I meet with Jeff, I can't help but notice the wanted criminal with glowing eyes overseeing our conversation from an adjacent balcony. With all these factors at play, I decided best to lie. telling Jeffrey his campaign rival was responsible for the break-in, rather than the national conspiracy that's unfolding before me. Since I can't help Jeffrey in any way, it feels best to just allow him to be a prideful puppet of the shadow government. Johnny comforts me on my decision, but I'm actually more upset that the story never returns to feeling this high stakes again, no matter how many cyber shitheads I cave in with a bat. Unfortunately, eating with this corpo shithead makes me miss clobbering. I mean, can you imagine spending 24 whole hours doing recon just for me to plow through Arasaka like I took him out to prom night? After that successful raid, Takamura and I agree to raid the upcoming Arasaka parade.
Contact you before the parade. Until then, try not to get into any more trouble.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Already.
Terrorist activity detected.
And kidnap the heir's sister, Princess Hanako. Then we just wish upon a star that she betrays her entire bloodline over the word of a merc who has 0 evidence and IQ equal to only a single cinder block. Honestly, the plan worked out for me, but you know who it won't work out for? Goro Takamura, who I left to die by the hands of the very company he sought to prove his innocence to. Good riddance, rat. That whole thing was stressful. Great thing Judy called me and told me to come over. I made her wait like way more than a day, but it'll be nice to lay down and relax with some familiar faces.
Why did she do it at your house?
I wasn't able to save Evelyn. I may regret this for the rest of my playthrough. Or I can find redemption in helping Claire deal with her unresolved trauma around the death of her husband during a death race.
Yes.
Yes, Claire. You'll let him go.
Precisely.
Ah, you're fucking kidding me.
I'll smack that
Might
gun
be
out
a
of your
grade A
hand.
corpo shit, but he didn't murder Dean. Flatlining him won't make you feel any better.
You might be right, V,
Thank God.
but I don't give a shit.
No, 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 no,
Your
no, 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 no,
the
no,
saint you
no, 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 no. Fuck! 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 Why did you do that? Why did you do that? No!
Yeah, so, fun fact I didn't know at the time. If you don't doubt Claire in a previous race, which I didn't, she'll roleplay Frank Castle and fuck up my free Cthulhu. So anyways, with max level and a body so chromed I've been mistaken for Robocop, I reach Embers to speak with Hanako. Here we're offered to let us testify against her brother through a systematic legal process. Honestly, seems like a tolerable plan, until you count the fact that it solves nothing and just speaking about it is so boring I had a brain aneurysm. So Vic, you mean to tell me my options are let Johnny take over, or just blow my brains all over the walls? Tubular. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The breathtaking beginning of the end. Oh yeah, by the way, I smashed Pan Am somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, I got my club
Breathtaking beginning of the end. If only I had a radical second personality that could convince me to just solo raid the tower like a roided cannibal gorilla cyborg. Oh shit, you do have a use.
Let's mobilize.
After devouring every individual on all floors of Arasaka Tower for sustenance, I'm surprised by Atom Smasher.
Oh wait, I'm already there.
Throughout this entire playthrough, I've yet to face a real challenge, so let's go, glorified Fortnite bot. It's time for you and me to have a photo shoot. Oh my gosh, this one's cool. Yeah. Man, you look mad. Maybe we should do another silly one. Thumbnail potential? Thumbnail potential? Alright, let's run hands now. GG, easy. Get thrashed, tin can. All that's left before me is a choice. Let Johnny take over and use my body for the many years it has left, banishing myself beyond the black wall. Or take my body back with just months left, sending the one and only friend I've actually made in Night City to a fate more unknown than death. Hey man, between you and I, that body is a walking nuclear force, and you're just gonna buy some kid a guitar with it and then skedaddle, so do I hear sketchy space casino raid, anyone? Thank you for watching. My name is Freeze. Subscribe, like the video for more, and I hope to see you in the next one.